Wait. Man U nil. Bournemouth 3. It could have been 4 if it wasn't for VAR. Oh my goodness. What is happening in Manchester? First of all, Eric Ten Hag. What is Scott McTominay doing on this field? Najua amekuwa kifunga. I know he has been scoring. But this boy has nothing. There is nothing in between the lines. Akipata ball nje ya D, there were chances where he could have laid off to someone who's in a better position. Yeah, and akushoot. Ameingiliwa na ile, yani everything he touches turns to gold. You know, like that is the mentality alikuwa anacheza nayo. But yo, Bournemouth. First of all, Solanke is like he just suits this team, and he's just getting into places where he knows he can cause trouble. He works hard. Two people really made this. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up the stats. Two people that actually impressed me in this game for Bournemouth were Tavernier and Semenyo. Like, forget the way they were attacking. It was the work rate going back. Every time Anthony had a good game, and Anthony kuna point alikuwa ana threaten ku cause havoc your wing. Tavernier was falling back and was helping him. Bournemouth outworked Man U at every single point, every 50-50. Hata hiyo bao, vile ball imeenda kwa Lewis Cook, there's a way ilimgonga, and then it's like all the United players just froze. And he just runs, crosses the ball, Solanke ndio huyo. Typical striker, number 9. He's in the right places at the right time. Like, this guy is just... And also made a shout out to their manager. What's his name? Iraola just said, listen, there are certain things that we're going to do. We're not going to let... First of all, Walenza Martial. So they're like, okay, we don't have Højlund, because Højlund is going to pressure your centre-backs with this physicality, and Martial will try and be that fancy, whatever. So your centre-backs are not really worried. They're just covering for each other. But clear game plan. Don't let Anthony have too many one-on-ones close to our D. He was getting one-on-ones, but they were far away. When he was coming close, 2 people or 3 people were on him. Scott McTominay cannot do anything in that number 10 role. So they're just letting him be. But once the ball got to McTominay, there was always someone there ready to block his shot, because they knew McTominay will not try and lay off for anyone. Yanda kushoot. Yes, kwa akili yake, he's Lampard. Yeah, a midfielder who just scores goals. To be honest, he's a midfielder who scores goals. But there's nothing else he brings to this team. There's nothing else. Garnacho worked hard, but it's nile kufanya unafanya kazi ndio, but where is it going? You know, like, we're not seeing what you're doing. Reguilon and Dalot, they tried to create the width by bombing forward through the wings. Like, they were okay. Amrabat just recycling the ball, kawaida, you know, like his typical thing. But the person who had a really, really bad game today was Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw had a bad game. Even the Billing goal, the second one, then Billing towers over him. To be honest, that's not Billing's man. That's Regular's man. But again, they knew. Bournemouth knew. Hang the ball up there where Luke Shaw is, and when Billing comes on, and Billing was just karibu nae. So Iraola alifanya tu vitu, yani he was tactical genius. Onana. I've never seen a keeper who hates using his hands. He cannot use his hands for anything. The 4th goal that was disallowed, amenda ameslide, umsebala kwenda head first mkono, even though vile keeper anafaa kutrainiwa, umsanda kwenda na miguu, nikaa anacheza sijui sport gani. And then Harry Maguire, you have just won player of the month, right? You cannot then be the worst player on the field. Like, it just can't happen. First goal, actually, it's Luke Shaw and Maguire's fault. That last one, the 4th one disallowed, I know it was disallowed, but Maguire is caught in possession again. That goal was a header. He was the one who was close there. And he actually let... who scored the second? Who scored the third goal? Senesi. Senesi just kind of... amemsukuma tu hivi akarudi nyuma na kachapa header. So, that zonal defending, the reason why you put those big players like Maguire there is when the ball comes in that area, they need to clear it. He just didn't read the flight of the ball. Player of the month, he hasn't even received his award, and he's already one of the worst players of December. So, hey... This team, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Now, Bayern Munich have just been hit 5-1. So, you know for a fact, United are coming to play this game. United will probably win that game. Even though especially and recently, I'm not saying in the past, but recently, especially under these managers, when things hit the fan, you saw the way they came back with the Chelsea game. Now, this one is the next one. They're going to come back with, now Fujo, wakisema, hey, this is the new us, and I can't wait for the next leaks to come out on Monday morning, the next press members to be banned, and it's the same cycle that keeps on going. So I am just so proud of Bournemouth, like they did so well. And also Bruno Fernandes got a yellow card, which means he's going to miss the game against Liverpool. This week, United have borne Bayern Munich and Liverpool. Be sure, tutakuwa hapo live. But yeah, I think Ten Hag needs to be called out on this one. Well, not him solely, but one big reason why McTominay should have left that field earlier, he should not have started even. But I get why he started. He's been their top scorer, he's been scoring goals. So you really don't want to take out those goals out of the field. But at some point, it wasn't working. You need to be pragmatic and remove him. Saizo, Pelistri ameingia, Rashford ameingia, Højlund ameingia, nani bado kwa field, McTominay. To be honest, the only person I feel like actually did what they were meant to do is Anthony. Like, Anthony has been playing well. And Amrabat was just good at recycling the ball, like nothing fancy. But they need more legs. And it's starting to happen again. Ile kitu yenye alikuwa anaacha Casemiro peke yake hapo mid. Amrabat anaanza kuacha peke yake hapo midfield. And you can see like now teams are learning, like just attack that mid. Just make sure you have runners. 3 people just running at Amrabat, especially on counters. Like you will find something. But for Bournemouth, this is an impressive win. I think this is their first win at Old Trafford ever. It was about to be 4. They've kept a clean sheet. They've scored 3 goals. They were just the better team. They outworked. They had better chances. They were just more clinical and more efficient and effective. As for United, yeah, Bayern coming up next, which most likely they're going to win, and then Liverpool comes after that. So yeah, they need to turn up. They actually need to turn up, because this is a United that I can't recognize, but it's becoming so familiar that now it's becoming like this is the new United, you know? So anyway, glory. Villa versus Arsenal coming up next.